I want to go over real briefly about custom audiences. Now, custom audience is one that I highly recommend. Not very many businesses starting out already have it, but if you're one of the few, I definitely recommend this being one of the audiences that you include. Basically what it is that there's two parts. There are your buyers and your non-buyers list. Everyone should have that, right? So whether they're buyers of your product, your service, they're patients or students, whatever you refer to people who have worked with you and done business with you, they're your buyers. Gather a list of all the buyers you can find. And basically what we're telling Facebook to do is find more people that resemble this group of people I'm uploading right now. And then we've got the non-buyers, but they've inquired. They've reached out, you've connected, maybe you've talked to them, but they didn't pull the trigger in actually becoming a buyer. And that's okay too. That's a warmer list. It's not going to be quite as effective as your buyers list, but that is definitely a list that you should also explore as well. So if you've got a buyers and non-buyers list, let's go through this process of creating a custom audience. If you don't, if these are lists that you do not have because you're truly just starting out, then you can go ahead and skip this section and meet me on the next video. All right, so here we go. This is a walkthrough of how to set up your custom audience. So go back to your business.facebook.com, go back into your ad account once again, and go to your hamburger menu. And this time we are going to go to audiences. And I'm sure you can recognize traveling moms have shown up here from the audience we created. So go to create audience and go to custom audience, and your source is going to be customer list. And this is something that you should probably download list template. And basically this is a template that Facebook gives you on how to organize your list. And keep in mind, if you don't have these figures, it's completely fine. All you really need is your email. So even if all of this was blank and you just have a long list of emails, that's enough to create a custom audience. I'm gonna go ahead and close that. And this is my list that I'll be using. So basically, we are going to upload our list. So let's prepare, let's go to next, no value, and I accept. And then I already have the template. I've already modified my list to fit the template. I just have to pull up my list. Honey, contacts list, there we go. And next, and it's saying that they were able to identify my email. And again, I just want to show you, all I have is just the email column, nothing else. Upload and create. So there's a bunch of other columns that are not connected, and that's fine. I just don't have that information. Or sometimes you just don't want to give that information. So, all right, looks like all 479 rows were uploaded. So the next thing you want to do is you want to create a lookalike audience. So go ahead and do that based off of this list. As far as location goes, it's going to be the US or North America in this case. Okay, and here I would do this lookalike audience a few times. I would do 0 to 1%, and so we have a group of 2.4 million that seems to resemble there. So I'm going to create that, and then I'm going to create more. So I'm going to create another, and it's really up to you how many you want to create. So let's try to find our county other sources. There we go. The list that I used, the United States here, and then next we're going to do 1 to 2%. And we're going to create another audience there. And you can keep going. For some clients, I've gone as much as 6 to 7%. And so it's completely up to you how far you want to go with the percentages, but it is going to be less and less like your list. So the bigger your list, the farther you can go out. My list of 400 is pretty small. It's pretty dinky, so I'm going to just stop here at the 1 to 2%. But that's basically all you do for creating the custom audience. Now, if we go back to our ads, let's go back to our test campaign, and we'll go to our ad sets, which is where our audience is going to be. All right, and we're going to remove the saved audience. And instead, we're going to create a new one, and we're going to choose a custom audience. So by clicking here, all the audiences defaults. We obviously don't want to use people from my list. So if this was your buyers list, you don't want to mark it to your buyers list. But what I want to do is mark it to the lookalike, the 1%, but I can exclude people on the buyers list. exclude people that I've already worked with. I want to show it to more people like them, but not them. And I can always adjust these ages and whatnot, but if most of my buyers on my buyers list are already in the 25 to 45, a lot of this will already be defaulted. And if they're already women, some of those things will already take place. So then here is another one of my audiences. And because my initial list was so small, it's going to show potential reach unavailable, and that's okay. What you would do then is continue to add a few more things and group this, add more to this group basically, to make this a little bit bigger and find more people that are similar in group and put them together. And so that's basically how I would do a custom audience.
Comment or subscribe if you'd like to continue hearing more. Thanks.